So hey guys, welcome to another Warframe video, and today I want to take a look at our newest sparring weapon, the Hirudo. You can get the Hirudo from the market. The blueprint costs 15,000 credits, and to build it you will have to put an additional 30,000 credits, 4,600 nanosports, 1,100 plastid, 3 nitrogen extract, and a kogake, which you can also get from the market. Now the Hirudo does 55 damage with each hit, 44 out of which is puncture, 8.3 is impact, and only 2.7 is slash. It is a crit-based weapon with 15% critical chance, 300% crit multiplier, and 5% status chance. The weapon is also decently fast with attack speed of 1, and it comes with a V polarity and a dash polarity in the stance slot, which matches Brutal Tide. Now the Hirudo comes with two different unique mechanics. First of all, it is a 5% lifesteal on critical hits, which is great with a weapon that has a 300% crit multiplier, and it also increases your maximum health by 5%, which stacks up to 25% when you crit. However, this is calculated based on your Warframe's base health at rank 0, so unless you're running something like Inaros, Nidus, Ash, it's not going to give you a lot of health. The build I ended up using on the Hirudo is a 2 Forma build where I've added 2 Vs. The stance I'm using is Brutal Tide, which matches the polarity, so I don't have to use another Forma to put it on. It's a really fun stance, and a lot of the combos have knockdown, so you're going to be doing a lot of finishers with this. Then I'm using Prime Pressure Point for more damage, Berserker because we're running a crit build, so we get some attack speed from this. Then I'm running the Blood Rush Body Count combo, which increases the combo duration and also gives me more crit as I build up my combo counter. I'm also using True Steel and Organ Shatter because 15% critical chance is not that great, and with a weapon like this, with the Blood Rush Body Count combo, you only start red critting without True Steel at about 4 times combo multiplier, which takes a long time to get, so I've added True Steel and Organ Shatter because, well, we have a 300% multiplier, and with Organ Shatter it goes up to 570%. And finally I'm using Shocking Touch and Fever Strike for some added corrosive damage. Now, let's not beat around the bush. This weapon is ridiculous because when you combine it with a really tanky frame that has a decent amount of health, like Inaros or even Nidus, you become unkillable. Yes, it has its downsides. It's a sparring weapon, so the range isn't particularly great, and the low slash and impact damage means that it's also not that great versus shields and flesh. But the combination of the 5% innate lifesteal on crits, blood rush and body count, and the fact that this is a sparring weapon means that this is an absolute monster of a melee weapon. Because sparring weapons usually hit so fast, you stunlock every enemy you touch, and the combos usually end in either a knockdown or something that will ragdoll the enemy. So even if the enemy survives a full combo to the face, no matter how tough they are, you will eventually kill them, because at the end of the combo you will knock them down and you will kill them with finishers, which also heal you for an insane amount because finishers just do a ton of damage. I can't really say anything bad about this weapon. I mean, it does a ton of damage, it heals you for a lot, it does mostly puncture damage, so it's effective against armor, which is the thing that scales the most in this game, and the Brutal Tide stance is just really good. It gives you a lot of mobility so you can move from enemy to enemy, and to be completely honest, there are very few things in video games that are, at least for me, as much fun as doing this. Listening to metal while breakdancing enemies to death. Isn't it lovely? So yeah, this weapon gets a big thumbs up from me. It is really fun, it is really strong, and the only 2 reasons I can think of for you to not pick this up is if you either A, really don't like the short range on sparring weapons, or you B, don't like the combos on sparring weapons. That's pretty much it. If you like the combos or you don't mind the short range, this weapon needs to be in your arsenal. It is really good. And it's also not that expensive to build. I mean, yes, it needs 3 nighttane, but you can get that in one day if you're online during the alerts. And it needs the kogake, but kogake is pretty cheap to build as well. So yeah, this weapon is just awesome. Go and get it. And that's pretty much it for the video. So I thank you very much for watching, as always, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.